Hello, hello, for anybody out there. How's it going tonight? We're here with a little roguelite wizard game called Noita. It's a very interesting little piece of technology that came out, I think, sometime in late 2019. I could be wrong there. The main draw of this game is that it is a pixel physics game, and that every pixel is simulated. So if there's wood and fire right next to each other, the wood will burn. And the controls are fairly simple. You just wander around, you can fly, it's two-dimensional, and please let me know if the audio of the game is too loud. And the terrain is entirely destructible. So you start out with a couple wands, playing a wizard, of course. And we have a firebolt wand and a sparkbolt wand, and this is what a sparkbolt looks like. It's just a little zap of electricity. Oh, and you can kick. Kicking is somewhat useless, as if you can get close enough to something to kick it, you're probably going to die. So the objective of this game mostly is to descend. It's a common objective in many roguelikes, is to just keep going down. Oh! A health pickup in what appears to be a flaming lake of blood. Let's see if we can grab that. One more level up, maybe. Oh! Hello, Airy Pie. How are you doing tonight? Ooh, I am doing just fine. I hope you're doing alright also. Now, maybe the firebolt can get through this wall here. Looks like it can. Although it's extremely slow to recharge. I'll see if we can walk around. Is my audio coming through okay? Not too loud, not too soft? Ooh, I like Noita a lot. I've only put in a couple hours. This isn't my first time playing it, but I've never beaten the game. Oh, thank you! That was more effective than I had ever hoped it would have been. Is the frame rate looking okay? Oh, you just downloaded it yourself. Yeah, this game can be somewhat intimidating. There's not a lot of explanation and quite a bit of depth to the mechanics. But you don't need to know all of the depth to play a full game of it, and that's part of what I like about it. Okay, good, that's good. I'm getting a little bit of client-sided frame drop, and I'm wondering if that was translating to the stream. Since I know this runs fine without the capture software, and the test I did earlier with the capture software didn't seem to have any effect. Oh, you downloaded it for nostalgia? Where did the nostalgia from those for the mechanics come from? Have you played, like, Powder games in the past? Okay, well, if there are frames dropping, that's something I can fix later. Okay, no choppy stream, but a little bit of slowdown. Okay, that might be just because I'm streaming in 1080 instead of 720. Ah, yeah, Powder Toy, I think, was one of the more common ones. Those little pixel physics games are always really nice. And I always love to see when a game adopts pixel physics as a driving force behind the game. In fact, there's an older one I might like to show off at a later date. I would like to not spoil that too much, but it involves brains in jars. Oh yes, the inherent slowdown in this game as a lag compensation does make the game a little bit easier, since some projectiles are quite fast. So if you can dodge the projectiles, it's like playing the entire game in bullet time. Oh, this is not a good place to be. And I don't think I can fly out of here. Oh, luckily the fire wizard is dead, though. Excellent, exactly as planned. Oh, you thought your game was broken? No, this is just the lag compensation, I'm afraid. I might have to lower the stream quality if I were to stream this again. So we're having a little trouble getting down, but I can see some brickwork right here, so we're almost at the end of the first stage here, if I can just get through this last layer of rock. Gonna refill my water bottle here in this pond. Oh, hello, Egg. How are you doing? This wand isn't fast enough to get through this stone reliably. I'd have been better off trying to dig through this dirt. Doing good. Ran a little late. Oh, that's fine. You're not obligated to show up. Nobody is. I'm just glad you're all here. The game's doing alright. I always have a good time with pixel physics games like this. It being a roguelike on top is just an extra bonus. We're trying to tunnel through here. I think we've got a hole big enough to squeeze through now. Yep. So this is a little in-between space between levels where you get your charges and your health restored. And it's a shop, a place where you can actually edit the spells in your wands, which is where the meat of the depth of this game comes in. But we didn't farm a lot of... I remember there's a way to preview these wands before purchasing them, but I can't quite remember what it is. Perhaps it's the purchase screen. Yes, yes it is. So we can either buy this blue wand here, or the red wand that costs 240. Oh yeah, you've been intimidated by the wand builds, Eripai. Yes, the wand building is quite. I wouldn't say scary, but it's intimidating is the right word for it, I guess. There's a lot of depth and difference with how the different modifiers and spells can play with each other. But this is a fairly simple wand. It spreads out a bunch of spark bolts, which is what we've been casting with our wand. Just little weak damage, purple zappy projectiles. So this wand doesn't look all that good. More spark bolts would be nice, but I don't like having a lot of spread on the wands. I had my new mic on the last stream, the little audio test where I was playing Isaac, but I had noise suppression filters on, right? And those were making me sound somewhat tinny. If there's not a lot of background fan or keyboard clacking right now, I've done my job right. Oh, this spell launches rocks that have fire trails. That sounds like a lot of fun and a good way to get ourselves killed. I'll take it. Oh, but it can only cast 3 rocks. Twice. It can cast 6 rocks. And I'm actually going to turn the in-game audio down a little bit because it's quite loud for me. How is that? Is that alright for you? Oh, good luck with the rocks? I think I'll have very good luck with the rocks. Or it'll end terribly. Either way, it'll be good fun. 50% extra maximum health. Projectiles that would fly into my back disappear. Or spells have lower spread and higher knockback. I will be a simple man and just take the extra health. I don't think we have any editing to do with the wands. Unless I wanted to put the fire trail on the spark bolt, which could be useful, but I don't think there's a lot of wood or things to set on fire in this next floor. So the rocks can stay on fire for now. Oh, and I picked up invisibility. That was the other water that I picked up on the last floor. Ooh, treasure chest. Concentrated mana. I wonder what that does. Perhaps if I throw it on myself, it'll refill the mana of the wand I'm holding. That was a little scary. Could have gotten cornered really easily there, and then that little green goblin man would have thrown some dynamite on us, and it would have been over quick. Wonder where all this fire came from. Oh, and there's the portal already. I think I'd like to stay in this level for a bit longer and see if there's any more money to grab. Or any new wands to pick up for free. Although this fire everywhere is being somewhat hostile. Oh, big groups of flying purple guys are quite dangerous, you say. Cool, wow, cool. Yes, I think that's a somewhat accurate statement based on my limited experience. That seems like an explosive. Yes. Yes, it is. And this is a dead end here. Very straightforward section here. I don't know if I should try digging around any. Because it's not quite a smart idea to wander down so fast towards, where the enemies get more dangerous. So we'll see if there's an alternate route. This looks like a possibility. Oh, just some fire burning away coal in the walls. Ooh, treasure. And a shotgunner. That was a good hit. Satisfying. Ooh, it looks unreachable. How unfortunate. Although there was a, what looked like an explosive container right above it. So we could always try... Try something like this. Not good enough, I'm afraid. That rock is a far less effective projectile than I was hoping it would have been. This is some kind of... Yes, toxic gas. They're emitting toxic gas when they die. It looks like this is an egg spawning them. Toxic gases and the lava making up the blood of some kind of spitting fly. What an odd combination. And another portal. This is a dead end. I think we're just going to have to hop through it. A rat. Wonder where that came from. Okay, so this loops back around. Seems like that's probably the best we're gonna get from this stage without trekking around too much. Most of that stage was spent surrounded by fire, it felt like. This is an interesting wand on sale. An actual burning trail on a couple spark bolts. For how cheap it is, it's very tempting. A dynamite wand, and 3 others that we can't afford. I think I will take the flaming trail. Put it on this spark bolt wand, perhaps? Looking at the cast delay, recharge time, and mana here. And it seems this wand that has multiple spark bolts that can shuffle is actually just more efficient than the wand that I started with. Yes, much more efficient. And if we're going to have this empty wand with poor stats that doesn't shuffle, we might as well have a wand with somewhat better stats that launches a lot of dynamite. Oh, and these are perks. I don't think I said what they were called. These are perks. You get them at the end of every floor, every stage. And you have 3 to choose from, usually, and can reroll more up there. We haven't seen a lot of hearts, so this Stronger Hearts perk seems somewhat useless. This is a laser sight for your wand. Invisibility seems like the most fun here. So we're invisible now, so long as we're not stained with blood like this. Or acting too aggressive, and that'll come in handy. Since the next couple stages are filled with very aggressive enemies armed with shotguns and other things. Ah, like these grenadiers. They fly around and launch explosive projectiles at you. Quite annoying. What do we have here? Rock spirits. I think I'll take that over the actual rocks. Didn't seem to be using the rocks much. Now, what does this actually do? It throws a little boulder that floats and explodes. That seems useful. We're just using our invisibility to walk past all of these enemies here. Nice little snowman right here. Some harmful freezing gas. And another one. This one launches missiles that fly in a ping-pong pattern. Huh. That can replace the rock wand. Oh my. That looks quite deadly. Seems that missiles are a very effective weapon. Taking a beating here. Oop. There it is. First game over. Oh, thank you, AriePie. I don't think that was one of my best runs, but that missile wand towards the end surely was fun. And yes, those bigger flying boys, they spawn some more of the grenadiers, so when they're hit, I think, so the screen can get cluttered quite quickly. And as this is a roguelite, every time you start a new game, you get a new seed. And that means a new world, new terrain generation, different items. Although this isn't quite random generation. Everything shows up in a very specific pattern with some variance. Like this. A mysterious darkness lingers in this place. And what that means, I think, is that we don't have memory of terrain for the duration of this floor. A dead end already, and it looks like we're stuck with a bomb wand, but a better spark wand. Here's that fire wizard again. What a pest. coated in oil right now, so it's not the best idea to be hanging around flames. Oh, acid. Ooh. I thought that would just be toxic sludge. That's much more dangerous. What are these things? Two small rocks that make us feel very charged. Wonder if those increase mana recovery. That's what I would assume based on the description. Ooh. Good spot for a bomb, maybe. That acid spitter is dead. It was following us for far too long to be comfortable. So it's quite late in the day here for me. How have all of your days been? I was mostly busy with playing with audio settings and learning about how to get a good sound out of this microphone. Could that be a wand down there? Wand in a pool of oil seems like a trap, but we'll take it. Ah, a torch. Yes, that would be a trap if you were to pull that out in that pool of oil. Or perhaps this is just an electrified rock instead of any magical trinket. Oh, there's the portal to the next floor. Just grab a little bit more gold before we leave. Oh, and this is a spell shop this time instead of a wand shop. Perfect. Everything's much cheaper. Doesn't look like good modifiers. It's got 3 copies of the same spell. But this teleporting bolt could be useful. I think we shelved the bombs, put the torch on the single slot wand. Put the teleport bolt on this wand. For perks, we've got projectile duplication, where projectiles can duplicate, but projectiles deal more damage to us. Higher gravity, so our levitation would be less effective. I don't like that either. You take 20% less damage and teleport away every time you're hurt. That seems like it could be very dangerous if we were taking a lot of damage in a small amount of time or were set on fire. I think I'll pass on all of these. And we have the money to reroll, so why not? Enemies no longer knock you back. Gold gain is doubled. You fire spells much slower, but fire a devastating plasma beam constantly. I'll take the plasma beam. Plasma beam seems like a good time. Ah, plasma beam already coming in handy. The floaters die in seconds. Wonder if this can burn through material. Looks like the answer to that is no. Oh, unless it's wood. Just eat straight through wood. Gives off sparks. Doesn't set the gunpowder on fire, though. Careful with the beam on explosives. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get too close to something that explodes with this pointed straight at it. Ooh. Oh, the utility of the teleport wand is increased with this, since the teleport wand lets us get straight up in their faces for this to work its magic. Wonder what that rumbling is. On another wand. Spark bolts with trigger. Well, the wand is almost a straight upgrade to the wand that I have right here, slot 1. But I've got an empty slot, so it goes in the empty slot. I think with this plasma beam, I just want to go to the next floor. There's not much reason to stick around when you, have a face-melting green death beam coming out of your, eyes. So it were. Lightning bolt. I like the sound of lightning bolt. Lightning bolt sounds like fun. Primordial force of nature. 500 explosive damage. Wonder if this would be a good idea. Oh, that seems divine. I quite like that. Projectiles that fly into a small sector in front of you get blown away. Seems useful. No direct damage from explosions when we just picked up a very powerful explosive damage spell. Extra wand capacity. No thanks. I'll take the explosion immunity. Green Death Beam sounds nice. Yes, the Green Death Beam so far is very nice. Although I can see it backfiring later. Seems there is a sniper as a bullet was fired straight through the wall attempting to hit us. Oh, that lightning wand is very powerful indeed. Oh, we're stunned. Oh my. Thankfully, we have explosion immunity, and most of the damage that caster seemed to be dealing was explosive. So that perk really saved us there. We'd be dead without it. Glitter bombs. I'm not sure, but I don't like the sound of that. Uh-oh. We're looking a little low on health here. 3 health. So, good thing that portal was right there, although I don't know if I can survive walking past this gas. Thankfully it went away. And we're fine. There was no danger whatsoever. Perk time again. Gases near you ignite automatically. Well, we already do that with our death laser. Bleeding slime. Slime no longer slows you down with higher projectile resistance. The projectile resistance is tempting. Or we can just move faster. Well, with this melee death laser, I quite like the idea of moving faster. We'll just take that. Ah. Now the real challenge. This is where invisibility would have been the most useful. Just dealing with these folks. And that purple thing that I'm trying to avoid hitting is a very powerful explosive. Okay, that was nerve-wracking, and we took a lot of damage there, so I'm wanting to get through this as fast as possible. This might not be the best idea, since it's going to send a lot of dangerous gases up here like that. Giant firebolts. Yeah, I'll take that. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast indeed. The longer we stick around here, the more likely it is we're going to die to something very silly. At 11 health, I'm not quite liking our odds here. Ah, and there's that death, one floor further than the last time. So we'll just start another run immediately. Welp indeed, Ray. Welp indeed. Oh, and we've got Spitterbolt this time. There's a little weak, pink projectile like this. This is a cool game. I do like it. At least this pink bolt deals more damage than the purple bolt that we've had for the other two runs. Enough to take these zombie dorks out in one hit. What do you find cool about it, Ray? Is it the pixel physics? Because that's the biggest draw for me. Much less the magic theming. If this was science fiction themed, on the other hand. Now that would be something. I do know of a science fiction themed pixel physics game, though it's nothing like this. It's not a roguelike. And it's quite old by now, surely. And the game that I'm thinking of is called, I believe it's called Cortex Command. And that was the brains in jars comment that I made earlier. You enjoy the physics, the spelunking, the crazy items, and the roguelike aspects. Yes, that is a, if you were to take those out of this game and try to build a game with those as buzzwords for concepts, you would probably wind up with a good game regardless. Oh, this game, for the most part, is very well balanced indeed, Ray. However, like any truly great game, like any truly great roguelike, there are ways to break it. Well, the gold fell to the bottom of this coal pile, so I don't think we'll be getting that anytime soon. Good challenge for good reward. Yes, that's pretty much the definition, as simply as you could put it, of a good roguelike. Where it doesn't coddle you, but if you can master the systems and overcome the game, you're rewarded. I'd like to stay on this floor for longer. Try to get some more money before getting into the first shop this time. Oop. Didn't see that toxic barrel in between me and the little spider. Summoning water at command can be very useful, so we'll pick that up even though it's taking up a wand slot. This is just a simple firebolt wand, not particularly interesting wands here. This oil is draining somewhere, looks like. But it also doesn't look like there's anything on the other side of it. Wonder how this fire wizard likes being underwater. Ooh, not the best choice I could have made there. But I saw the brickwork, I knew there was a portal, and death cam showing me that the water does kill these fire wizards. So that is useful information, which we can take into the next run. Got a little bouncy green line for a projectile now. How much damage does it do? Ah, same as the small bolt, only 3 damage. Alterable environments and meaningful interactions with these environments. You know, Ray, that is something to enjoy. I've noticed that a lot of games that become very popular tend to have at least one creative aspect to them that allows the people playing it to turn it into their own thing. For this game, it would probably be the wand editing and world shaping with the pixel physics. And the same could be said for games like Minecraft, where the entire game is about creating things. Ah, speed potion. Interesting. Makes us very fast. Feels cozy in here. I wonder what that means. Oh, and there's our friend the fire wizard. This green bolt's not standing up as well as I'd hoped compared to the pink spitter bolt we just had. And it seems I have a flask of acid instead of water. That acid did a real number on that fire wizard. I would have been fine with just water, but that acid... Ooh boy. Flammable gas. Worth a try. Minecraft and crafting games are cool, but you've always enjoyed when games use the environment and its malleable nature to fuel the action. That's a good point. I am having trouble... Ooh, it looks like I'm stuck. I'm having trouble trying to think of a game that really fits that criteria. One doesn't come to mind immediately. Oh, and the use of elements in this. Well, it's hard to do magic without at least incorporating fire, water, earth, lightning. So elements aren't a must, but they're common for a reason. They just work. Tiny celestial object. Ooh. This doesn't look good. I don't exactly have anything to put myself out with. And there's a portal down. This entire cave looks to be on fire now. Oh, the Battlefield series. It definitely has fallen from grace, especially with the World War I and World War II entries. I don't know what they were thinking. A third-person shooter where you altered terrain. I can think of a couple first-person shooters that do that as a gimmick, but I can't think of any third-person shooters. Well, we slipped into the portal, and somewhat of an accident there, but the water is handy. Black Hole. This is a useful spell. It digs away terrain. Also does a lot of damage if anything touches it. We didn't find any wands, so we're stuck with a 2-slot wand and a 1-slot wand here. So the question is, would anything be good enough by itself to replace the bombs in the 1-slot wand? You don't remember the name of that third-person shooter? Fair enough. I am thinking fireballs. 200 explosive damage. Acid, water, blood. Ooh. You know what? I think I'm going to empty this out and just fill it with water. But the acid is useful. We have this whiskey bottle. We'll just pour out the whiskey. I'm sure to some of you this seems like a crime. But whiskey will make you drunk, which makes you inaccurate, and since you're coated in it, you're extremely flammable, which is no good. Yeah, pouring one out for the homies right there. Just get a nice bottle full of water to put ourselves out with when we inevitably catch fire later. And let's check out what perks we have in store. Slime Blood. We've seen this one already. Double Gold, we've seen this one. And Worms Find Me Attractive. Well, you could spend 200 to reroll. But I think double money. Keep it simple, keep it useful. That's a pool of toxic sludge. With a wand at the bottom? Yes, with a wand at the bottom. That is tempting. It doesn't look like I can pull the wand up with my gravitational rock. So can we drain this sludge somehow? Or, since it's just sludge, is there a place to put... I don't like the look of this plant. This plant looks... Yep, that plant looks dangerous. Where are these dangerous plants coming from? Oh, environmental problem solving. Do you mean like first-person puzzle games? Because I'm quite fond of those. Or more like this, where we were presented with that toxic puddle and had to decide how we were going to navigate it. I'm not too sure I like these plants. Ah, you don't play many puzzle games. Ah. Do I have any favorites? Favorite puzzle games? It's a cliched answer, but probably Portal. Just the spatial thinking related with it. Ooh, and we got mogged by a toxic sludge spitter while we were poisoned and slammed by a couple of the purple flying dudes. What a way to go. Oh, and these weird names here. If you see a strange name with accented vowels, I believe this game was developed by people in Finland. Finnish people. So there are some cultural words, or made-up words, borrowed from Finland. Which Portal, 1 or 2? Both are good, but I liked 1 because it was shorter. If you were grading the games based on story, though, 2 is written. 1 seemed like it wasn't written. 1 seemed like it was more of a tech demo for the Source engine than anything else. And if you... give me a moment here. I think it's about time to swap gears here. Oh, those darn fins, yes. D. Those purple flying dudes seem to be meaty. Their whole gimmick is that they take up a lot of damage. We're going to be swapping into Isaac here. Had about enough of Noita for now. You dislike spongy enemies on principle. I would have to agree. Spongy enemies, if they don't present a challenge other than their health pool, are somewhat lazy in design, but if they're accompanied by smaller enemies that do damage, then they become interesting. Game category. Oh, thank you for reminding me. That is a thing. Thank you, Egg. Update that real quick. Ah, you've made the same mistake before. Thank you for helping me avoid that mistake. Now, question for those of you that are here. Should I start a new file, or should I keep playing on the file that I've made a lot of progress on? And one of the themes, it seems, in Noita is fire. There's a lot of fire in that game. Oh, Isaac does have continues. If you Alt F4 in the middle of a room, you can continue from the room restarted with the only variables changing being your health, coins, keys, and bombs. The enemies will all respawn, I'm pretty sure. I think I'll keep playing on the file that I've already put hours into then. So we'll just do a new run, normal mode, random character. Ah, the tears come out of the follower. And they seem quite weak. The standard strength tears. And the activated item does spawn another one. Interesting. Spiders are my least favorite normal enemy in this game, I think. Especially the exploding ones, because their movement patterns aren't exactly easily predictable. Oh, it doubles them. So if I have 2 and I use it again, it would be 4. Interesting. I can see this getting out of hand very quickly. And seems like it might already have. So as long as it doubles them, I'm going to be wanting charge items. That's why she's so good on greed mode, since you keep getting recharged. Ah, that makes sense. You could clear the whole thing and wind up with what? I suppose it would be 4 unless you had charge items or batteries lying around. Since there are only 10 waves. No, wait. It would be 8. You would get 2 uses. Oh. Monstro is possibly the easiest boss in the game. I'm not sure there's an easier one. Oh, and another tears up. Well, I think we're at the cap already with 5. Larry Jr. I have been hit by Larry Jr. more times than I have been hit by Monstro. That is an embarrassing fact, but his tail does whip back a few, not spaces, but probably just a few pixels, and that's enough to hit me a few times sometimes. So with how fast these tiers are and our ability to spawn more tier-shooting followers, I think that we're just looking for damage ups and charge items. That does not count as a charge item. This is a use item, so I don't think we want it much. But take the, ooh, free Spirit Heart. You've been hit more times by Monster than by Larry. My condolences. Especially if the same is true for Monstro 2, which doesn't even have random spread on his attacks. There's a Tinted Rock here, like I think that's the second Tinted Rock we've seen, and I haven't had a bomb for either of them, which is a little unfortunate. So I'm going to see if we can find a bomb. And I have no idea why, but the secret room is visible here. So something... Oh, the crystal ball must have done it. I don't see that item too often. The little guys also take tier effects, and with Cursed Shot you don't get the Ooh. That's good information. Thank you, Egg. I remember one of the more fun runs I've had was Cursed Double Shot with the tears being turned into nails. It felt basic for a bit, but the tears kept getting more effects. And the nail tears did a lot of damage already, so that was a really good time. Range up. Sure, why not? It's a mom item. That book would be nice if it didn't cost 2 hearts. And I have no use for the shovel. I think this is another Tinted Rock right here. But we have bombs for it this time. Excellent. Let's take care of these fly spitters. Get whacked by Mr. Whack-a-Mole. What does this do with followers, anyways? No, they still come from me. Knowing my luck, this, I think it's a sloth. This sloth won't drop an item, but sometimes these sins can drop items. A card. Clubs, meh. The Magician. Yeah, okay. Didn't get the diagonal one. I wanted to see if the diagonal one would still apply. Since sometimes that card will just give you a really weird diagonal tier shot. Somewhat hard to aim. Running into all of those purple shots there. Rapid bomb drops. Alright. I don't think I want to take that combat room. Oop. And we're out of Spirit Hearts now. So that's not too nice. Hopefully this rock drops a couple. Very good. Ooh. Steam sale from a shopkeeper in a secret room. Very nice. Almost makes me want to go and check out the shop behind us. Aiming as Lilith can be a bit annoying. I'm certainly feeling that right now. And I will take this half off Spirit Heart. I am surprised I didn't get hit by those skeletons there, since they have somewhat supernatural aim. Not having any damage ups right now is kind of screwing us, since we took the fire rate up mushroom on the first floor. Kind of betting that we would get a damage up before it became an issue. Aimbot skeletons is a very good name for them, Egg. Especially the black ones that shoot 3 bones instead of 1. And also explode. Always. Instead of exploding being a variant, as if they weren't bad enough. Walking straight into Gertie there, always a bad sign. Thought that would hit the wall, but I guess not. Absolutely failing to manage both the followers and my ability to dodge here. Ooh, Krampus. That was unexpected. Low damage Krampus. Only 1 follower. Not sure I like my odds here. Nope. There we go, dead. Dead Lilith. That was pretty bad. Guess it can't be helped. I don't think I've ever played Lilith before, but we'll try again. This mic is way better than my previous one, and the audio balancing is much better than the audio test I did with Isaac last night, too. The noise suppression that I had on the mic to keep you all from having to hear my computer fan. Hate it when the spiders walk through rocks like that. It's part of why I hate them so much. But long story short, the noise suppression was causing my voice to sound tinny. The mic itself seems to be of pretty good quality. Bean. Alright, so floor 1 without an item. Got some bombs, so we're just gonna check what's in this chest here. Yeah, 3 coins, not bad. I think the Haunt and the Bloat... Yeah, there it is. The Haunt and the Bloat are... There it is again. 2 of the worst bosses to have to fight. I haven't had any trouble with Ragman, but I usually only see Ragman when I'm playing Azazel, so Ragman is pretty easy with Azazel. I don't think having a second follower would help me here, since the shots would just be missing. Nothing I could do to dodge that brimstone shot there. And this is... I could have used those TNT barrels to try to deal more damage to him, but with these followers that might be a little hit or miss, since the timing on the shots and the exact positioning of where they come from is a little different compared to just being Isaac. A little bit of black poop there. Shadow poop. That's the one that does a little concussive effect on everything in the room. Does minor damage. So we have a spider egg here in a spot that's very difficult to hit with this follower turret. There we go. Come on. There we go. I was hoping I could squeeze through there, but it seems like that was doomed to fail. We haven't found the item for this floor yet, but the boss is right here. I'd like to find the item so we can just jump down to the next floor after we kill the boss. There it is. Not the most useful thing in the world, but slowing shots do help. Oh, pin. This'll be weird. It seems like he tries to fly over the sticky goo and he just falls short immediately. That's a little weird. It's not what I would expect to happen. Cat of Ninetails, very good item. It's a damage up, that's why it's very good. knocking back these chasing enemies right into me. These flies being 2 shots instead of 3 is especially nice. Kind of hoping for another damage up in this floor's item room. Let's see what we get. A flush. Incredible. Got no use for activated items when we're stuck with this box. This is definitely an odd room if you don't have flight. I will abuse the enemies not wanting to walk through spikes while I can. And here's the boss. Just gotta get through a couple of these charging leeches and the fly guy. Ooh. Very nice. Oh, and it's instant charge shot? Oh, that is a very nice damage up. Unfortunately, I can't trust myself to not walk straight up into projectiles, so I didn't get to use it for very long. I think we'll random another character. Apollyon this time. I like his void item. It's, since I like playing just with plus stats, so getting random passive items that I don't want, Apollyon just makes that nice because he converts them into random bonus stats. And you're mixed on him. He's either really good or bad. Well, I guess that depends on the items that you get that you don't scrap immediately. That would be my impression. Oh, this is a pretty slow room. I'm just glad that these guys can't poop skeletons out on floor 1. At least if they can, I haven't seen it. Depends on which spacebar you void. Ah, yes. If you void a, I don't like this guy, he's not very useful. Plus damage, very useful. Depends on which spacebar you void. Yeah, if you void something like a D100, you're not gonna have a good time. Oof. Well, at least it gives us iframes to walk out of the room. Oh, a Larry. A very long Larry. See how this goes. With just a plus damage and nothing else. I was trying my best to not split him, but it seems to have worked. Blood Clot's alright. Hemolacria. Wonder what that does. I wouldn't call Blood Clot really good, since it only affects every other shot, but it's alright. If you can manage your every other shot better than I can, then it's really good, I would guess. Oh, Hemolacria, the unlock is really good. I don't know what it does, so I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I kind of got cornered there above those rocks. Convenient key right when we need it for the item room. Spelunker's Hat can be useful if you have bombs, but we don't have bombs, so it's getting turned into range and luck. Polyphemus with 0 range, but the high damage still applies. That does sound useful. Shot speed up, always welcome. I have no use for this card on this floor. Back into the flooded caves we go. I think we could do with some tears up. Maybe one more damage up. 4.5 is a little weird to be in because you're still 3 hitting a lot of things instead of 2 hitting a lot of things. 4.5 for damage anyways. I will save that for later because I can't trust myself to carry it with me and not get hit. That little white, see what I mean? Can't trust myself to not get hit. That little white half heart there is a health up if you leave the floor with it. Yeah, if you're going for time, sometimes it's best to just pick them up, or if you have like a real truckload of spirit hearts, then it doesn't make much difference. But if you're just playing casually, then leaving them be is definitely the safe strat. I will take the spirit heart. Bomb the shopkeeper. For nothing. Very nice. I have no idea what this horseshoe does, but I like it better than the hairpin. Baiting out the charge attack on this guy, I think, is one of the better ways to deal with him. But he seems to just be giving me that spray pattern. There we go, back into some charges. Nope, got hit there. Alright. I go back for that Eternal Heart. Since we don't have the item room yet, I'm gonna have to keep looking. So we'll leave the Eternal Heart for the way back to the trapdoor down to the next floor. Easy enough. I don't remember which one this is, but I don't think this is the all stats up or the damage up. So I'm very tempted to void it. I think this is this the horns? Ah, whatever. It's going in the bag. +1 damage. I'll take the guaranteed +1 damage. And this is a lucky penny. I'll take that too. I'll take the guaranteed stat up over could be useful, could be worthless effect on the star sign item. Terrible at recognizing those symbols. Oh. Spiders. Spiders and turrets. I'm not quite afraid of spiders, but again, they're my least favorite enemies in this game just because of how unpredictable their movements are. The only thing predictable about them is that they move in a small range and then stop and then do it again. But the directions seem somewhat random. It's like it rolls a dice to see if it decides to target you or pick a random direction. And that's just obnoxious. Good to deal with those bomb flies there. Well, it seems like we've let a spider lay a bunch of eggs. Not good, especially considering how much I dislike dealing with spiders. Alright, that room's over. Good riddance. 2 items. Both of them are use items. One places TNT and the other one shoots a bomb. I don't think I want either of these. They would just replace the very useful void, or they would become part of the void. Both of which are not so useful. Shame to give me a choice where both options are not what I'm looking for, but that's how it works sometimes. These wall spiders aren't nearly as bad as the floor spiders. And speaking of spiders, one of the spider bosses. Don't think I need to say any more about how much I feel about the spiders, so I'll let the contact damage speak for itself. Spiders are a pain. Glad I'm not the only one that thinks so. Yeah, pageant boy, that is not particularly looking to do shops this run, I think, so damage up? Nope, just speed and range. Although the plus 0.2 speed does put me in the nice range where movement feels more comfortable without being too fast. So there's something to be said for that. Running into the spikes there. Don't mind if I do. You know what? Rainbow worm is fine. I will keep the rainbow worm. Oof. Taking a lot of hits from those sideways Larrys there. Always hate it when a bomb fly breaks open a skull and you get one of these guys out of it. That's not a good spacebar item either. That bundle of dynamite there just deals damage to yourself. It's like a bomb that costs health. And it wouldn't set the charge count on the void to 0, so it's not worth picking up. Yeah, the empty item log is it kind of messes with you. Especially if you get the stats really high by absorbing passive items. It's like nothing's going on here. Oh, especially if you don't have the stats turned on the left. It can really seem like you're just almost cheating. Greed heads. Might consider dropping the rainbow worm if it gives me the zigzaggy ones too much. Since I'm not exactly in need of range or tier speed upgrades. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with that room, so we're just gonna check the other fork off this L room. Just a little poop mini-boss. Yeah, the rainbow worm is a little fun, but it can also be somewhat annoying. Makes your shots miss in forever unexpected ways. The only good worm is the shot speed slowdown and fat tears. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Although the faster tier, I think there's one for faster tiers also that can be quite good sometimes. There's the boss. Oh, jeez. Don't be surprised if I die to contact damage from the eyes here. This guy has brimstone lasers from everywhere but the top. Oh, there's one. And there's another. Like, there's really no good angle to attack this guy from, ever. You just have to have a really high damage to deal with him quickly before he wears you down. Stupid bloat. It's like they just slapped everything onto this boss. Like, Mega Satan is like 8 times easier than this guy. Bloat.mp4, yes. I'm playing much more cautiously on him than I usually do, and I'm still getting hit. Although it's over, and we got a decent shot speed Tears Up upgrade. Hello, someones. How are you doing tonight? Or, I suppose it might be morning in Europe. Eh, only eh. If you're doing eh today, I hope your day can improve. Yeah, we'll do the boss right now, why not? Oh, forgot it was Mom. Well, we missed an item room. Wasn't keeping track of the floor I was on. Forgive me while I focus here. What do I think of Isaac? I quite like it as a game. It's got a good amount of replayability to it. Although the depth coming almost entirely from items makes every run highly variable in that you can get very like sad runs very easily. There we go. Not about to void the Polaroid. I don't think I have a good way to deal with this guy other than planting a bomb. There we go. What do you think of Isaac, someone's? Oh, the game feels really repetitive sometimes. Yeah, I'll give you that. It's got good bones to it, but it does get a little stale sometimes. Thankfully, there's a new DLC coming out, I think, at the end of next month. So that'll alleviate some of the staleness for a while. I can hope. Yeah, I haven't played Anti-Birth, so all of the Repentance content is going to be new to me, so I'm going to enjoy that. Having Isaac content that hasn't been spoiled for me by seeing somebody else play it yet. When I was younger, I used to be inexplicably into watching other people play Isaac. I don't know what was so fascinating about it, but odds are if there was something playing on one of my computer screens. It was somebody else playing Isaac. Ooh, a dead end. How unfortunate. Yeah, they should be adding some new stuff on top of the anti-birth content. I heard they were working with the main developer behind the anti-birth mod. So there should be some very interesting things in the pipeline. I've said it before, but I always like it when developers work with community content creators to add stuff to games in an official capacity. Ooh. Didn't think there was a mimic in that room. It surprised me. How long have I been going for tonight? $2. Again, that seems to be a natural cutoff time for when I start to feel a little fatigued. I think I'll press on for one more run, though. Ah, straight up Isaac. And a good item at the start of the run. Very nice already. That was a very bad stone chest, though. Ah, triple Larry. Let's hope I don't run into him. Since this seems to be the slow Larry. Double Spirit Heart and a Tears Up. Ooh. This is a good floor one. Let's see if that luck holds out. That key's in a little hard to reach spot. Got it anyways. A normal room dropping a Spirit Heart. And a very linear floor 2. Wonder if this is to make up for that first Lilith run. I don't remember what this does. I do like the idea of having an eye floating around. You're the kind of person that for no reason puts a bunch of hours on random games. You have 500 hours on Cookie Clicker. Well, that's impressive. BTD6. I don't recognize that acronym. 1,800 hours on Isaac is very impressive, though. Oh, Bloons tower defense. Ah, I see. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take the petrified boo. Little Horn on floor 2, huh? And he's dead already. Well, you know what? I'll see if I can get a battery to reroll that. Brimstone. Ooh, that's tempting. But losing 2 hearts could be a run killer. Hmm. Yeah, we gotta get that broom. You're right, Egg. We're gonna look for a battery, see if we can reroll the belly button into something useful. There is actually nowhere else for me to get a battery. Unless there is a sale battery in the shop. Which there is not. There's a sale card, though. Take that. 2 free bombs. Endless Nameless. I don't remember what that one does. Here's the boss already. Gives a chance for a tarot card to not be used up. Oh, that's interesting. That chub's gone right quick. Health up, tears up, shot down. That's fine. We have infinite shot speed. We're using Brimstone. We already took a Devil Deal. We just got a health up, so I will be taking that Pentagram. Started an Isaac cult to praise people with high tour counts and beaten Mega Satan on 5 different characters. Ooh. That's interesting. How does this cult of yours work? Another health up. Getting 2 of those is the same as leaving the floor. It's not like I can take 2 down with me, so... Oh, you have no clue? Oh, unfortunate. Another damage up. Very nice. That Brimstone's turning out to be a good idea. Just been handed a run on a silver platter here. Oh! I just realized. A little bit of the screen's been getting cut off. Sorry about that. Larry melting to brimstone. Always a good feeling. A little short on keys, though. I'll take a crackerjack. Ooh, worm. Worm with brimstone. That's always fun. The guppy's head is tempting, but I value my health. So let's see if we can find a key in the item room. I see a marked rock right there. And it has a key for us. Very convenient. I don't remember what this does. Seems like a clown hat. Well, how bad can it be? Party time. Bozo. Plus 0.15 damage. We look like a clown, and we got some spirit hearts. That seems pretty good. We're still looking for a key since there was a chest off the side path to the boss room. Bozo is pretty pog. We're stacked on spirit hearts for the moment. And it looks like there's not another key on this floor for us, so we'll just take our leave to the next. Dank depths. Couldn't just be the normal depths, they really have to be dank. We're still a key short. Real scarce on the keys this run has been. That is also not a key. One of these is a devil room on the right. Ooh, Abaddon. Abaddon is tempting, since it's a damage up. Yeah, we'll take it. Oh, and that's a Leviathan. Oh, okay. So now we can fly. That's pretty good. Still looking for a key for that one item room, though. Eternal Heart's nice. That gets us some red health back. Super Pride's nothing for all our damage ups. We could take 9 lives. I'm kinda looking at that and being pretty happy since we have all these spirit hearts stacked on our current one. So that's actually a health up instead of what is normally a health down. There's a key. Finally. Hmm. Yes. Spider Revenge. I like Spider Revenge. Let's go, Depths 2. Ah. So we need a key, the item room, and the boss. There's the key. We're gonna get our time wasted with some hands in this room. There's another key. Oh, there's the boss room. Okay, so we missed the item room. Didn't get super lucky. And another Eternal Heart. That is a lot of Eternal Hearts this run. I think that's 4. Alright, looks like we're good on keys now. Double shot. Double shot Brimstone. This is pretty good. Pretty good run right here. Very lucky with the items. Very fast mom. For the scapular, I don't think we need the scapular. Although we could breeze through the boss rush very quickly. Wrong judgment. Let's blow up both of those. Get a whole bunch of money. Now we're up to 3 red hearts again. Clearing rooms like nobody's business. Two of hearts. We can hold on for that if we lose all our health. Walking straight into a turret bullet. And there's the boss room. One of the bosses that melts instantly to brimstone attacks. Range up's a little pointless, but it is a mom item. It's not too late to hold out for a mom transformation on top of this. Yeah, 2 of diamonds, very nice. And another one. Don't mind the max cash. I'll take it. And there's Mom's Heart already. And a blank rune. Sure, why not? Oop. There it was. Stood right in the brimstone as it went off. Sure, you know what? Let's go blue. Instead of going straight to the cathedral. We don't have enough keys for this, really. Unless we get lucky with keys from chests. Like that. And a Jera doesn't really help us. There could be a key in the shop. There is, and a spider mod. Very nice. And so we'll pop the Jera for fun. Roll that a couple times. Soy milk. Soy milk. The game dares insult me with soy milk all the way out here. Soy milk, butterbean, and tea. Okay, okay, that's enough. On to Hush. Here's the attack that does all the damage to me. It's the Continuum Tears. Luckily, he fired them in the good direction first. It's better if he fires them up, since they're less concentrated on the screen that way. I don't think I've ever taken Brimstone to Hush before. But this is certainly nice in how not horrifically difficult it is. Standing still to mostly flex on him. Of course, I get hit as soon as I move again. And there's Hush. Cathedral now. Of course, this is just normal mode. No key for that shop. Key for that shop. And it's not a shop. I don't think we picked up a book earlier in the run. Nope. Although we could reroll. Get more books. Get that bookworm transformation on top of Leviathan and double shot Brimstone. For the occasional quad shot Brimstone. The only thing that could make this better is more damage ups. Another blank rune. Nothing too good out of it. There was a tinted rock in that last room there. Very nice. And there's Isaac. Onto the chest with no keys. And we, unfortunately, don't get to fight Mega Satan since, no angels. Took all those devil deals. Before seeing an angel room. Okay. Oh, got another one. Maybe a lucky dad's key drop from a chest. That might be possible. We do have 4 keys now. And a D6. So, it's possible we could get a dad's key. You're right. Oop. Shouldn't have picked up that battery. I was trying to get to the room on the left there. That hadn't been cleared yet. Since I accidentally picked up that battery, we only get 2 extra rerolls on those 4 chests instead of 3. Oh, good night, Egg. Have a good sleep. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Don't have much to say here, just trying to gather charges on the D6 to reroll for the key some more now that Eggs reminded me of it. Otherwise, we might have to take the normal ending. Lucky foot. Well, I'm not going to be re-rolling it, so why not? Strength. I like strength. Damage up. Alright, last re-roll here. Ah, no key, darn. Alright, let's go squish the boss. Blue baby should be a cakewalk. Cakewalk indeed. Alright. Thank you everybody that showed up for this stream of Noita and Isaac. I'm glad that my audio got better. And I will see about getting OBS to play nice with Noita, since I know that I can get higher frame rates on it with the recording software active. Have a good day, or a good night, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.